lights go green, keep your eyes on Philip Barron. Look on the inside of Bjorn Grossman already. He's almost on the grass trying to make up positions from the second row of the grid. And look at this, he could be P1 as they go into turn number 2. Well, inevitably, it was all going to go horribly wrong, and it's gone horribly wrong for Daniele Di Amato. He has been turned around. The start is under investigation. I'm not altogether surprised by that because they were very nearly 3 abreast right at the start of the race. All out is Ettore Contini. That's Alessandro Vezzoni alongside him. Big damage. That is going to almost definitely be a safety car. Fabio Lima there, almost confirming exactly what I said. That's got to be a safety car. The start is under investigation, but P1 is Bjorn Grossman, P2 is Philip Barron. He meant business right from the very off and was right on the inside. Sure enough, the safety car has been called for right in the early stages of this race. Now, critically, of course, one of the cars that was turned around was Daniele Di Amato. So Ettore Contini and Alessandro Vezzoni both out of the car and both walking away. Both seem fine. They're out of their respective cars, and that's really good to see. Here we can see then. And basically, Alessandro Vezzoni was on the inside of Daniele Di Amato and trying to go through. Let's see if we can pick it up here. Sam Smith right on the inside. So Vezzoni got past Sam Smith, and then on the inside of Daniele Di Amato and Ettore Contini, who was completely unsighted at that point and could do nothing about it, presumably. Had nothing but a spinning Alessandro Vezzoni car. And obviously collided with that. We can see it from on board, and look at the reaction from Octane 126. Fabio Lima, former GP2 champion, right to the very left of the picture, who's also raced in the Ferrari Challenge, and led to believe maybe back in a car come Mugello. Well, what a start. Always thought it was going to be quite dramatic, but maybe not as dramatic as that. And awful to see 2 cars out, those of Alessandro Vezzoni and Ettore Contini. So the order then is Grossman, Barron, Nelson, Grimes, Liebhaus and Mark Bruff. Where did Di Amato get back in? So way down the order, P14. It's going to make the championship very interesting if it stays this way. The recovery operation then for the Ettore Contini and Alessandro Vezzoni car is well underway. So Daniele Di Amato is behind the number 93 car of Chris Froggatt. Chris Froggatt, of course, in a different coloured car to normal because he rolled his car during qualifying, and he's already made up a number of places and got into that P14 position. For him, it's critical to be into the points and bank as many points as possible. The battle that's going on with him and Jens Liebhauser. And Galip Attar, the Turkish racer, in his first full season in the Ferrari Challenge, is the first of the 458 drivers. Well done, Galip Attar, then driving well to be P1 in the 458s. And we're looking back at another one of those Ferrari Challenge cars from our onboard cameras. We have a number of onboard cameras that look forward and look backwards. We were actually looking at one of the 458s. It was Holger Hansson we were looking at. Looking back from the car of Daniele Di Amato, who was involved in this right at the very start. Here comes the replay of the start then. Now, as they crossed the line, you could see how Philip Barron had to use a bit of the grass, didn't he? Because he was being squeezed out. That's where he's on the grass. Him and Bjorn Grossman, who've got a bit of history and have competed very hard between themselves for many seasons. There was Vezzoni up the inside of Daniele Di Amato. I have to be honest, I think that was just 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I don't think you're going to portion blame there. Vezzoni saw a gap and he was going to go for it. And, well, there we can see from the pit walls of the CDP team, first of all, of course, their driver with a lot